David Prever. Your life, your stories.
This is BBC Radio Oxford.
Good afternoon. It's 21 minutes to 5. Let me just bring you more on breaking story this afternoon. Amis Amri, the Tunisian who was wanted for the Berlin Christmas market attack, has been shot dead by police in Italy. He fled Germany after hijacking a lorry on Monday, which he used to kill 12 people, and was stopped in Milan early this morning by officers on a routine patrol. They asked Amri to identify himself and shot him after he drew a gun and opened fire. The Islamic State group said it carried out the Berlin attack. Terrorism expert Olivier Guiter is managing director of security consultancy Global Strat and is in Oxford this afternoon. Thank you for stopping by.
My pleasure.
Thank you for coming. We've talked about this before, but the idea of the lone wolf terrorist, it's just plain wrong, isn't it? This guy clearly would have had some support, presumably.
Majorly support. I mean, we have now learned that he was part of a cell that possibly included another 20 people, residents of Germany, and they were all under the wing of a cleric called Abu Wala, that is, if you will, the head of Islamic State for Germany, and that had as a task to recruit people within Germany to attack the country. And we know that, for instance, for France or Belgium, Islamic State didn't have any problems getting recruits, but Germany was always a problem. And that's very worrisome that we're talking about possibly another 20 on the loose in Germany today.
Can we talk about the Schengen zone and the fact that he seemingly was able to travel around Europe without anyone stopping him at all? The most wanted man in Europe, roaming around the continent like a tourist with a Eurail card, it seems.
Yes, and that's the main problem, in that some countries in Europe that have been facing terrorism have realized now, especially France and Belgium, which have for a while stopped the Schengen Accords to basically stop people. And the numbers are staggering. For instance, France arrested in 6 months close to 20,000 people that were not supposed to be in the Schengen zone. So that shows you, in terms of our security, we're doing the wrong thing. We're making it very easy for terrorists to attack us. And they don't need that. I mean, it would be already very difficult for us to go after them. But if he was able to slip the way he did, while, as you mentioned, he was the most wanted man in Europe, and German authorities believe before this morning that he was still in Berlin.
So do we know yet how he got from Berlin to Italy? Do we know the journey
No,
that he took?
He went through France, through Paris, then through Chambéry, and then he took a high-speed train to Torino, and then he got to Milan. But the Italian authorities got a huge break by chance checking his ID.
Well, let's talk about that, because when the news broke this morning, it sounded extraordinary that he just turned up on the streets of Milan. He was caught in it. What do we know about the way they managed to get him, the way he was arrested?
Look, the Italians are very strong in terms of dealing with issues of petty crime, so they're always on the lookout. I mean, police is always patrolling in Italy around 3 a.m. If he would have come, at noon with a bunch of passengers, I'm not sure that they would have time to stop him. But in this case, the lucky break came because he was there at 3 a.m. and they found it suspicious. And that's how we got it. But otherwise, this man could be today plotting other attacks in Italy or France.
Purely luck, just pure chance by a policeman on duty, whatever it was, going about his business. You paint a picture of a Europe which is unprepared for the terror threat it faces. Is this the end of the Schengen zone, do you think, as we know it?
It will have to be one way or another, because after this, in terms of France, Belgium, Germany and other countries will have to realize that it's not working. They're not prepared. It's not only the Schengen zone, but also they will have to change their way of life to incorporate security. And it's still mind-boggling for me that there was no concrete barriers at the Christmas market in Berlin, and that they didn't think that a copycat of the Nice Bastille Day attack could happen there.
Thank you for joining us.
My
pleasure.
pleasure.
Thank you for coming in. Merry Christmas to you as well. So Olivier Guiter, Managing Director of Security Consultancy Global Strat. More on this to come in our news at 5. 16 minutes to 5 now.